Banshee, female spirit of Irish legend, whose wailing warns of a forthcoming death. In Irish Gaelic, Banshee means woman of the fairies. The name alone may conjure up an image of a beautiful and kind spirit. However, Irish Banshees would be the first to admit that this would not be an accurate description of who they are or what they do. The distinguishing feature of a banshee is her scream. It's a piercing, wailing lament, one that cuts through doors or walls with barely a change in intensity. Even worse than the sound itself is the banshee's reason for making it. She directs her scream at a particular house to announce the upcoming death of a member of the family. The death could happen nearby or even very far away in another country, but the message is that someone in the family is doomed. Some believe that the banshee is tall with long, flowing hair. Others think she is very small. The spirit is often shrouded in a hooded cloak. In many instances, she appears as an old woman, but she has also taken the form of a maiden. The banshee's hair is often red, and her eyes have turned red from grief. Sometimes a banshee will scream to warn a person that they may die if they are not careful. At such times, it becomes very important for anyone who hears this scream to pay attention to whatever happens next. Faun, legendary half-goat, half-man creature from ancient Rome. The faun is also known as the goat man. From the waist up, he's a man, except for the horns he often has sticking out of his forehead. From the waist down, he's a goat, complete with hooved feet and a tail. It's hard to find clothing to fit a mixture of man and goat, so a faun doesn't worry about wearing anything, although he might add a garland of flowers to his forehead. Fauns love roaming through the forest, playing cheerful melodies on wooden flutes. The first flute was a gift from the Roman god Faunus. Their music is hard to resist, and anyone who hears it is likely to join in with whatever the fauns are doing. Most often they're having a party, which is one of their favorite ways to pass the time. Fauns are light-hearted, but one thing they don't appreciate is being confused with satyrs, even though the confusion is understandable. Like fauns, satyrs are a mix of man and goat, but they are not as gentle and kind. Fauns also believe satyrs lack their good looks, having thicker, hairier bodies and crafty smiles. Satyrs are often up to no good and do not care about anyone except themselves. Fauns are nicer than that, so they keep the peace with the satyrs and hope everyone else can tell the difference between them.